expect to get for Tesla out of Elon Musk's relationship with the president?
Yeah, so two things going on. One is that Elon Musk has made this hard pivot away from the autos business towards what he calls full self-driving, robo-taxis. That business is very speculative, right? It's not clear when it's going to start to make money, when it's going to start to be real. They do not have a robo-taxi yet. The other thing that's going on is his political sort of antics in Washington is starting to alienate parts of Tesla's customer base. You think of a typical Tesla driver. This is like some upper middle class person who lives in the suburbs and cares about climate change, not necessarily likely to be impressed by like a, pot stirring social media troll. So I think there's some of that going on. You're seeing it more dramatically in Europe than in the US, but you are seeing it a little bit in the US too, it seems.
Yeah, he's lost, $90 billion year to date. Will Shaker in the control room looking at his wealth for us. $90 billion year to date, which still makes him an incredibly wealthy person. Does he really care that much?
But does he make some of it up on some of the other enterprises? He's getting Starlink deals with the relationship to the FAA.
So worth saying, at least I last checked, he's still up since the election. I mean, I think it's no longer this insane increase, probably between 10 and 20% or something. And as you say, he is doing well. He is still wealthy, and he does have these other venues to increase his net worth. We've seen SpaceX's valuation is actually coming up quite a bit because now it's a private company, so the dynamics aren't exactly the same, but there's a much clearer story of how does Elon Musk profit from his proximity to Trump. With Tesla, much less clear. I do think Elon Musk cares about Tesla's valuation, both because it's just who he is. He cares about the company, but also because he is not the most liquid person in the world. This stock is still an enormous part of how he's going to be able to finance other deals. If he wants to, start a seventh company, which you never know, he could do that or do a buyout or something. So he is going to care about this. It's just not clear, I'd say, how much.
We talk about Elon Musk as though he's been distracted just by politics, but to your point on other companies, I don't know if you saw the scoop this week that we had.
Of course I saw it. I work here.
Well, you were driving hogs. Who knows?
I know, but it had a green bee, so yes. Look, that's not going to make up for the amount that he's lost at Tesla.
But the amount of influence and power
I think the power is key, and that seems to be, what he is high, at least one of the things that he's high on right now. So in terms of his actual job, his main focus right now should be cutting U.S. government spending.
Is that his main job?
I think so, yeah. Isn't it?
At the moment,
he's in Washington every single day, right? He goes to the White House every single day. He's not in Fremont. So if his main job is cutting government spending, is he really going to be successful in that endeavor when right now he's just sort of angering federal workers, which makes such a small percentage of the budget?
I mean, look, I think there are things that DOGE is doing that probably could be successful. It's just that when you're, as you say, Matt, like when you're going after the federal workforce, which is a very small part of the budget, plus, doing a lot of things where there's potential for litigation, for employees to be called back to work, for lots of ways in which this could sort of go sideways. The other thing I want to say is, as much as these companies are independent, their valuations are definitely linked. And you could, if Elon Musk, if Tesla falls dramatically, that could affect SpaceX's valuation because it also benefits from the Elon Musk aura, from the Elon Musk brand. All of these companies do, and we've seen all of their valuations go up. In the wake of the election, you could see the same trend in reverse. And I think ultimately, people talk about like what could drive Trump and Elon apart? Is Trump going to get so mad at Elon Musk? I think a more likely outcome would be Elon Musk decides that this is hurting his companies, and it hasn't yet, right? Because even with Tesla's